Girl, it's been a long time since I've seen you around.
I know. What has it been?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Things have happened in 2 weeks.
It did. It really did. And guys, we tried our best to work proactively, but once we get into the episode, you'll see why. It just didn't happen. So,
and if you see a dog sticking up, it's because I have one in my lap.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yee! Sorry for those of you not watching. She lifted up Yuki. We're having a Yuki heavy episode, a Yuki puppy episode today.
And don't mind his hair. I can't get him groomed until he get his rabies shot, but can't get his rabies shot until other things, and we will talk about that in a little while.
Yeah. Well, let's just hurry up and get into the intro so we can explain to the people what's been going on.
Roll the intro then.
Wee.
No, don't lick my face.
Lick all the faces.
Don't lick my face.
Oh, wait. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, we can also explain why Yuki cannot lick your face.
Okay.
Go off, Kat. It's your time.
Oh my gosh. So we were going to record last weekend.
2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago. That's right. 2 weekends ago. I feel like my weekends are. Don't book the microphone. Well, that Saturday, before we were going to record, Yuki collapsed. I thought he was just, it was just something. He's been sick quite often. Ever since I've gotten him, he's been really sick. Mm-hmm. I thought it was just, a cold. He got a cold because it felt like he was running a fever and everything. Mm-hmm. So I took him into the ER because it was a Saturday and it was in the afternoon-ish. You just booped your head. And our vet wasn't open. And I felt like it was an emergency because at one point he started twitching when he collapsed.
Oh, so that's
bad. And he was limp. Yeah, I know. And basically, I took him in there, and I thought I was just being a worried mom.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I gotta tell the people what happened to you. And basically, like anybody who's had a puppy, he's 4 months old. Puppies will have a lot of energy and they want to play and have a good time and bark and be wild and want to nibble on things. And he wasn't doing any of that. So I took him in. I said, he's not being himself. He's lethargic. He's actually not even eating right now. And so they took him back and they listened to his lungs, and they're like, oh, his lungs don't sound good. I think he's got pneumonia. I'm like, that makes sense because he's been struggling with an upper respiratory infection. They basically did a blood test, a chem test for people, and bless you. And it came back that all of his liver enzymes were high, which I was not expecting that because
I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I'm so hot right now. I thought I was breaking out into hives, but I'm not. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am listening. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Crazy psycho.
He's excited.
The chem results came back and he had high liver enzymes, just like his brother, but I was not expecting that. And then they told me, based on everything, that they think he has a liver shunt. And for all people who don't know what a liver shunt is basically blood goes through the liver and gets, purified and gets all the toxins out. That's the main job of the liver. Basically, his system grew a different pathway bypassing the liver, so all the toxins and everything were going through his body straight into the vena cava.
Okay.
And the reason for his collapsing is because his ammonia levels that normally gets filtered through the blood, through the liver was not getting filtered, which caused him to have encephalitis.
Good God.
Yes. So they said he had to be admitted. So I had to admit him. They did a bile test to check to see if confirming that it was liver shunts. They also did an ultrasound, which confirmed it was a liver shunt. They also did a fecal test to make sure, because his white blood cells were very high, that he might have had something else, like an infection or something. And come to find out, he has Giardia. For people who don't know what Giardia is, it's basically like people can get Giardia and animals can get Giardia. It's basically he ate something or put something in his mouth that had a Giardia cyst, which is like an egg, and it got into his system, and it's like a parasite, like worms, basically. Now, it's not. Yeah, I know. It can be passed to humans. It's not very common. It can be passed to humans. So he has to be quarantined for a month. His medicine was 6 days long, but he has to be quarantined for 1 month because the medicine is a long periods after the, I know, after the 6 days, the medicine's still working for that full month. And then after the month, he has to get his fecal redone, which will be, do you remember? It will be April 20th.
Yay! 420, baby.
Yes, 420. You get your poop redone. Woo!
Yay!
Everybody, woo!
Woo! 420 poops.
They get to check my poop again.
Yay!
And so he's not been allowed to play with the dogs. Anytime I have him anywhere, I have to sanitize. He cannot lick my face because I know potentially that can be transmitted to me. It's not very common because normally the Giardia that affects dogs is not the same that affects humans, but there is a chance that it can happen. So I have special Lysol spray, and he can reinfect himself. Oh. So anytime he goes poop, I have to wipe his butt and his paws. On his last day of medication, I had to give him a 3rd detoxifying bath.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of like him having COVID.
Yeesh. Oh, sounds like worse than COVID. Good God.
So he got admitted on a Saturday, and I called him like every day, and they told me that his liver shunt is pretty bad. I know most people are like, oh, you know, they can fix that or whatever. He did have the good one, so it was on the outside of the liver, not the other one.
What's the other one, if you don't mind me asking?
The other one is more inside, and it cannot be surgically operated.
Oh, shit. Duly noted. Okay.
That means it is managed with medication for as long as possible.
Okay. So like a death sentence.
Yes.
Got it.
And we were happy. We're like, oh, yeah, he's got the good one. But then they said they couldn't find his hepatic vein, which will be where all that blood is going to go through instead of the shunt. I had a specialist called me. They said they think they found it. But the concern is it is so deflated that there's 3 outcomes to his procedure, which I will find out the 18th when that will be. The first outcome is the good outcome. We will slowly close the shunt and surgery over a period of 3 weeks because it will be a band that slowly constricts it. And the hepatic vein that we did find will take all the blood and he'll be good. He can live a normal, healthy life. He'll be a vegetarian. Oh, yes, he'll have to be a vegetarian.
Oh my God, join the club, Yuki, potentially.
He can eat some meats, but it has to be really, really lean meats like chicken and fish. But mostly it's a vegetarian diet.
Okay.
Because we still have to get protein, you know?
Right.
And
pea protein, that's fine.
Yeah. Part 2, like option 2 that will happen, the hepatic vein will only take part of the blood coming through. When it shuts the liver, a new shunt will form.
Okay.
And then that will be rediscussed what our next options are. Most likely we'll have to leave it be.
Ew.
Yeah. The 3rd option is once he has surgery during his recovery, the vein will burst and he will die. Because of how bad his liver shunt is, it's very, very large. So that is now a possibility because how large it is. So we will see. His checkup is the 18th to see if he's clear for surgery because we have to get the pneumonia because he has bilateral pneumonia. That's got to get gone. And the Giardia, I want the Giardia gone before surgery. So he has a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So that will be checked the 20th.
Okay.
And because Giardia has pasty, if anybody knows any dog or animals that Giardia, it is hard to get rid of. You're constantly cleaning. Once that's gone, then we'll pick a date and Yuki will go under the knife and then we'll find out what happens after that. So
I'm stressed from over here. It just,
he was on when I brought him home that Monday because he was there for 48 hours. So I brought him in the hospital at like 11 a.m. After I got off the phone with my mortgage lender because I'm still looking for a house. I had a 1 hour meeting. So I did my meeting. I went to go look at him. He wasn't moving. So I took him into the ER. So we were there from 11 a.m. till 6. Because I was supposed to go out to dinner and a movie with my boyfriend and we couldn't do that.
Nope.
So, but that's okay. But I had to leave him there and my parents picked him up on Monday because it was like really early pickup and I was at work and I am in my 90 days and I cannot take time off.
Yes.
So they picked him up and he was on, pneumonia medicine, which is a syringe. He had to get every 10 hours. He's on he's on 2 different liver medicines, one every 8 hours.
Jeez.
Which he does like because it's like corn syrup.
Oh.
Another syringe for his liver that he gets every 12 hours. And then he was on his Giardia syringe. That was every 24 hours.
No wonder you're tired. Having to constantly.
So for a while, I actually was having to wake myself up at 3 a.m. to give him a syringe of medication. Yeah.
That is tough. But
I finally have gotten it to, I have to stay up till 11 p.m.
Okay.
And then I get up and give it to him at 7 a.m.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So do you drop Yuki off at your parents' house so they can do any medication like for the 10 and the 12 hour?
Yeah. So my mom gives him medication, the one he doesn't like at 10 a.m., which is the one, because he's only down to 2 meds now.
Oh, okay.
Because all the rest of them were like all of these are until it's gone.
Okay.
So the other ones they're gone. I just have the 2 liver ones. One's at 10 a.m. for every 12 hours and the other one's 7 a.m. for every 8 hours.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. Those are the ones that are going to keep him healthy. Because if he doesn't take them, he will collapse and then he'll be back in the hospital.
Jeez Louise. Yuki.
Yeah. And right now he's on a special diet. He's on a Hills diet, the Hills brand. He's on the kidney health one because if it doesn't get filtered, his kidneys will shut down.
God. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. I'm just like.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And
I've only had him for a little over a month now.
I was about to say, you barely have had him.
Yeah. So it's been a whirlwind of experience. And then my first dog that I've had for 8 years almost, his birthday's coming up. We get to see if his liver is getting better. If not, he probably has Cushing's disease. And then he's got about a 2-year mark. There'll be a countdown on that one as well.
God, so, I can't.
You can't. I can't either.
I listen. I know. I was like, why do the worst things happen to you, who's like a good person, and your dogs, who are great fucking dogs? Like it just. Look at him. He's so cute. It's just frustrating. Like, so if you ever want me to send you like $10 for Starbucks, just let me know. I'm more than happy. Like,
it's okay. It's okay. Tell her it's okay. We're doing really good.
Is it okay, Yukes? Yeah. You're going to do great. We're going to find out that the first option is what's going to happen during surgery and everything's going to be fine.
Yeah. They said, because how bad it is, sometimes they like to try to manage it with medication first,
Mhm.
but his is so large and his liver is so small that
Yeah.
it's a severe case.
Yeah, it's a pretty immediate.
Yeah.
To
So
get this. Oops,
we
sorry.
would have, if it wasn't for the fact he had pneumonia, mostly
Mhm.
for the pneumonia, he would have had surgery already.
Yeah, he's got to get as healthy as possible before going under the knife.
Because
which you're doing a good job.
So we're good. He's gonna get his checkup on the 18th at 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Tell Auntie 3 p.m.
3 p.m. 1, 2, 3.
We're gonna see Doctor, and we're going to Knives. We're gonna see the liver specialist.
Nice.
Yes.
She's gonna fix you right up. Good job, Yuki. He's so cute.
He's a sweetie pie. My boyfriend calls him my Latino dog. My Latina dog.
I mean, it's fitting though, you know. And you're taking a good care. You're taking real good care of him.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
He's gonna be okay. We're gonna make sure he's okay.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're saving all of our money because we don't know how expensive the surgery is. So he said maybe about $2,000 to $5,000 depending. So
okay, we'll see. I thought it was going to be like 10,000. So
they redid their prices. If he was a bigger dog, it would have been more. It would be about around 10,000, but he's so small, so it's not going to be as much.
That's good. I mean, at least he did not decide his genetics equated at this young of an age.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But what makes me mad, this is a genetic condition. So his parents probably had it.
Yep.
So that once the family gets a diagnosis that their dog has it, you don't have to, but if you're going to have puppies, you need to spade or neuter them because it's so genetic and it is deadly.
Yeah. So. It makes me a little iffy about, you know, like, I don't know.
The place I got it.
Yeah, the people who sold it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Sold him. I'm sorry, I said it. Him.
Oh, yeah. I literally have been arguing with them because they were ghosting me.
God.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry, but I signed a contract that I can legally take you to court about that has your shit on it and my shit on it. So they're like, well, we lost the contract. I'm like, no, honey, I have a copy.
Oh, yeah. You always ask for copies. And if they don't give you copies, you take pictures of that shit. Because that's some shady shit. But Yuki's so cute. It's all going to be worth it. I'm right there with you, obviously. We'll keep everyone updated as Kat would like. So
yeah. So I had to tell Dre I could not record that Sunday. I was literally exhausted. And then I went to go visit Yuki. I wanted to see him. I only had about 15 minutes to go visit him, and I had a scheduled time to visit him. So that was the free time they had. So I told her I need to go see him, make sure he was all right. He was still hooked up to IVs and everything, but he was stable and he was happy. He was getting there. He was still pretty lethargic, but he was coming through.
Yeah.
So
now, literally, when we were about to sit down and record, like that's when they had the window for her to visit. And I was like, we're absolutely scratching this. Yuki is way more important. Please go check on him. Like, we can always make up another time. And we could have made up last week, but I went to Chicago. So,
and you know what? That's all right.
That's okay.
I was tired.
Yeah, we're all tired. By the way,
my life, I'm tired.
I'm going to say, like, every time we get on this podcast now, we're both going to be saying we are tired like the entire fucking time because you've got volleyball and work and sick puppies. And I've got 2 jobs now. So, and it's, shit's crazy right now.
We are trying to live our best life.
I mean, I don't know if me working at a fast food place is living my best life, but I'll let you say that. It'll work. So, but I'm excited to get Yuki all better and all that good stuff. Also, guys, it would behoove you to watch the YouTube video for this episode because you're getting a lot of Yuki action, like a lot of camera time. It's pretty great. So
yeah, do not harp on him for his hair. I literally want to get him groomed. I really wanted to get him groomed. I cannot.
Yeah.
Because they will not give him his last of his shots because how sick he is, and they want to make sure that he's healthy. So they said they want to wait till after his surgery to give him his final shots. Once he gets his final shots and his incision has healed, he will be going and getting his hair cut. I've tried to help him and like cut a little bit and like clean it up a little bit so he can see. But I am not a professional groomer. So
in the meantime, he's just, the Jonathan Van Ness of dogs. Just
he's like going through he's going through his emo phase right now.
He is. So he's about up to he's probably in his preteen era right now, so that kind of checks out. So yeah.
That's okay.
Speaking of emotional people, would you like to pivot and talk about the Oscars?
So we all know I don't watch that shit.
I don't either.
I don't watch that shit. I don't even watch music shows anymore, like the award shows. I just, I'm tired of it. I'm just not a fan. Good for you guys doing your work and getting all that stuff. It's just not my thing. Okay. I get to work on a Monday. Yeah, it was a Monday. And somebody was like, oh my gosh, like, did you see Will Smith smacked Chris Rock? And I'm like,
excuse me, bitch.
Excuse me, what? He would not. I'm like, that is not in his character.
Right.
But shit you not. I looked up the video and
yeah. He smacked a bitch.
Yeah.
The macked.
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay. So, if I haven't made it very clear by now, I'm a huge Twitter whore. So, of course, there's all these white people trying to make it about themselves with the smack, but we're not going to talk about that. Okay. I think it was fine for Will Smith to defend Jada. I don't agree he should have smacked Chris. I think just yelling from his chair would have sufficed. Or like having beef afterwards. But I was shocked. I was just kind of like, Will Smith has literally built his brand and his image around being the good guy. And then he goes and does this. And then I also saw, sorry if I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I saw the TikTok where someone was recording from like behind Will and Jada. Sorry, I'm drinking a bunch of bubbly shit, guys. Burps. But like Jada was laughing. Like as Will was smacking Chris. And I was just like, if anything has been solidified in this entire thing for me, it's that Jada is toxic as fuck. Like not from this incident alone, but just how the Smiths have become so open about shit and the open marriage thing, which is fine, but like it kind of seems like it was more her idea. And your marriage, your problem, like whatever. What am I trying to say here? I just think it was all kind of bullshit. And it also took away from a lot of other momentous like things that happened that night, like the first deaf actor winning. There's a couple other big winners that I can't think of right now, which is really unfortunate. So what were your thoughts?
So honestly, I think what he did was wrong. Yes, I believe you should like defend the people you love and stuff. They've been in that industry for over like 20 years. They've known each other for over 20 years. Yeah. That is nor the time nor the place to do that. And I think even like yelling is inappropriate. I think that's something that they should talk to off stage. Mm-hmm. I think, Chris Rock might have, if it really bothered Jada that much, maybe it was a pretty insensitive joke. But G.I. Jane, like, she's a dope, like, powerhouse. Like, that is a freaking compliment. Like,
that's a good point. That is a great point.
Like, that is just like the Tomb Raider of like badass women.
True.
To take such offense and then give your husband a look and then laugh at him ruining his like his image, his
Mm-hmm.
career, basically, that he had resigned from the academy
Mm-hmm. Yep.
to defend you, and all you did was laugh.
Yeah. It's so.
Laugh.
You know,
Just full bad laugh. I mean, Amy Schumer didn't even have a good moment in there. I do not like Amy Schumer. I do not like her
Schumer.
at all.
Her last name Schumer.
I do not like
It
her
doesn't matter.
whatsoever.
So
I don't think her jokes are funny. I
Yeah.
think she was pretty rude.
Mm.
And you know what? I don't think her career will last for very long because not much people think that she's funny either. It just don't hit.
Trainwreck was her apex. Like the movie Trainwreck was really, really good. But no, after that, it's been all fucking downhill for her. And it's kind of unfortunate because I do kind of look like her. It's like the one celebrity I look like. I used to like her, and then I was just like, we went to go see her live in Indy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, 2015. And it was all vagina jokes. And I was just like, I don't know what else I was supposed to expect. And I don't want to come and listen. I want to listen to smart humor, not vagina jokes. So
yeah, I didn't like her Jennifer Lawrence joke.
I did. Just to preface, I did not see any of her hosting jokes like from the Oscars. So I'm just gonna sit here and nod my head.
Well, she cracked a joke about Jennifer Lawrence's weight. Sorry for the noise.
Really?
He was trying. Well, then come here. Come here. If you want to be held. You were falling asleep, so I put you in your cage.
Nope, he's got to fall asleep in your lap. This is how this works. He's got to fall asleep there and stay there. Come on now.
So basically, she was talking about, like the movie Jennifer Lawrence was in was really good, and then she gained some weight.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's a low blow.
Like, yeah, Jennifer Lawrence is pregnant. We see what she's trying to do, but come here. But no, you don't make fun of somebody's weight.
No, that's
like, no, it was a terrible joke. And then one of the there was this one person, oh my god, I can't even remember. I'm so bad with names. This is why I don't watch this shit.
No, you're fine.
She kicked one lady out of her chair, called her a seat warmer when she didn't win the Best Supporting Actress award.
Oh, and shit.
Yeah, she's like, you know what's the best thing to do when you don't win a reward? You go to the bathroom and cry.
Yes.
And she's like, get up, go to the bathroom and cry. Telling it to her. And sat down in her seat. And the guy is her husband that's sitting next to her, that's now sitting next to Extra Schumer. And he's like, you know, that's my wife, right? And she's like, you're married to that seat warmer? Like, no joke, said that. Like, was not a good night for her.
Oh, like, wow.
Literally, you need to look up all of her stuff that she said that night.
Oh, my God.
Terrible. And then she gets to be pushed under the rug because Will Smith created this big orchestrated event of losing his temper because of Jada, because she's toxic. And so all of her shitty ass jokes and being rude and everything's getting brushed out of the rug, and she's triggered by the whole event. So
dude, that pissed me off when I saw the headline, Amy Schumer says she's like in pain and triggered. I was like, from what? Like, it didn't happen to you. You're not fucking Chris Rock. Last time I looked, if you've happened to talk about domestic abuse in the past and I didn't catch it, sorry, but also like, this isn't about you. This is not about you. So like, shut the fuck up. I mean, at least Regina and Wanda Sykes were the other two hosts, and they're pretty dope.
Oh yeah,
I love them. As I always say, Amy Schumer is one of the least liked women in Hollywood, but she has a damn good agent who keeps getting her jobs. And I hope she pays him a lot of money.
Whoever that agent is, we need to get a hold of them.
I know, right? What part of my soul do I have to sell? No,
right. But oh yeah, her jokes were just terrible, and it was just like, it was so cringy to hear the shit coming out of her mouth.
God.
I'm just like, do you think you're that much better? I know, I agree. I agree.
Right.
You think you're that much better,
right?
that you get to put down somebody who didn't win the Oscars. Like, you know,
has she won an Oscar? No, pretty sure she hasn't. So
I don't think she has.
Fuck right all the way off. I didn't know this, but apparently Chris Rock has a condition where he can't recognize physical signs or like I've never heard of this. So everything, like all emotions have to be told to him like verbally because he can't like read your face or like whatever. So that's why he was literally, I guess that's why he was just standing there and kind of like, what's happening? Like, first of all, I would have done the same fucking thing and I don't have that condition because I would have been like, yo, Will, what are you about to do? Why are you here? But yeah, that's just why he was just like standing there and they got smacked and he was just.
Well, they shouldn't have let him just willingly able to walk on the fucking stage.
Right. And not to mention that Will Smith was
kicked out too.
Well, and Will was asked to leave and he said no. And
I know.
And then like 20 minutes later, he gets his Oscar and then he does his little Scientology, I'm King Richard fucking speech. And
gets a fucking standing ovation.
Yeah. I swear, Hollywood is the stupidest fucking place on the entire planet.
Have you seen what Jim Carrey said about it all?
No.
He was just like, I would have sued. The next morning, I would have said I was suing Will Smith for $20 million. Because that video, it's going to be on there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video will not go away.
Shit. And Will's got the money. Of course, his new show from Netflix got pulled and he's gone from the Academy. But honestly, just like every other fucking person who slips up in Hollywood, you give them 5 years and they come back. So it's like, you know, no one's going to learn anything. It's just going to happen again. So, I guess since we're also talking about award shows, I just wanted to quickly shout out that we are recording this while the Grammys are going on. And BTS are nominated for an award. I don't know which one, but they are announcing it during the actual show. So I think it's there's, I guess, maybe a chance. Third time's the fucking charm. Who knows?
Honestly.
Who knows? Clearly I'm a bad army because I don't even know what the award is. I'm so out of it.
I don't even know the Grammys were going on, so.
Yep.
That's how far I've gone off the train of BTS. I just I feel like I have no time to do anything. Like, why am I keeping up with their life when I can't even keep up with my own?
Right. So. Right. Literally the only thing I can keep up with nowadays is Drag Race. Like, I think I'm going to ask for the night off that the finale is on, which is in a couple weeks, because that's how much I love it. And then after that, who fucking knows what pop culture thing I'm going to keep up with. So
I watched a new Netflix series. I don't think it's new, but it's called Is It Cake? I love that show.
Oh my
love
God,
that show.
Funny. I've never seen it.
You should watch it. It's so good.
Girl, when do I have time?
Girl, I know. I literally I was letting the dogs run. And that's when I was watching it.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of the background, but I was like, this is a good show. We had to watch the finale. Didn't we watch the finale together, didn't we? Before we went to bed last night. Yeah.
Finale buddies.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We're trying to keep you up a little bit later because you don't know how to sleep all the way through the night. You want to get up as soon as my alarm goes off, but mommy's not getting up when my alarm goes off.
Nope.
She wants to snooze at once.
I was mad at my cats this morning. They absolutely got me up at 8:30. They're like, you cannot sleep in any later. And I was like, okay, I realized I've slept for almost 10 hours at this point, so I probably should get up, but I wasn't ready.
No, she wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready for all this jelly. I don't think you're ready. Don't be. All right. Let me pull up thine phone and see what else. Oh, can I talk about my plants really quick? Instead of buying more plants, I'm trying to grow plants now, trying to grow some veggies. Wow, Dre, continue to be the crazy plant cat lady. Anyway, so I had some seedlings come up before I went to Chicago, and I tried to set my timer, like my plant light, tried to set it on a timer. Well, it didn't fucking work. It was on the entire time that I was in Chicago. And so everything got burnt to a crisp. And so it all died. And then on top of that, there's basically like 50 cells in this thing, and they're all kind of connected. And I had some white mold growing in there, but like that's normal. Like if you compost or anything, like white mold is normal. But I had some of that growing, but by the time I came back, the mold had found the dead like seedlings and had like engulfed them too. So it was just like a double whammy of just like, you're dead. Yeah. So guess who had to scramble this morning and plant some seeds, and hope they come up and we don't have issues this time. So, oh God, I can't. I guess
I can't even do it, period. So,
well, I know. That's why I try not to talk about plants too long, because like that's not up your alley.
Well, I just can't do it. I mean, I'd love to, but I can't. I just killed him. I just killed my cactus the other day.
Fuck yeah, death to cactus.
I don't know how that happened, but it did. He died.
It's funny. At work at Sonic earlier today, they were okay. This kind of leads into like my second story a little bit. So they were asking me what I do for work, and I told them. And so my shift manager was like, "Oh, so you know plants really well then?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay, so I have this aloe vera," and I started cracking up because I was talking about crops, not like fucking house plants, but she still asked me it. And she was like, "My cat like broke off a piece or whatever, and then like I tried to water it to bring it back to life, and now it's got brown tips. Like, what's wrong with it?" And I was like, "You overwatered it." And she just like, her mind was like, pfft. And then I was like, "Yeah, because it's technically a desert plant, so like you can't water it as often as you think you need to." And it was just so fucking funny how she was just like, "Oh my God, like the plant didn't come with instructions." Can you tell I'm really good at telling stories? But I will I will give you a better story. So my third day at Sonic, I'm doing my thing. And people up until that point had been asking me what I do for work. Why do I live in Martin? And I told them, I was like, I work for an agriculture branch of the government. I'm just doing this like part-time. And immediately everyone got suspicious. They're like, "What the fuck is this bitch who works for the government? Why is she working here?" Like everyone kept telling me, they're like, "Oh, the only drugs I do are weed." And I'm like, so like, I don't care. I'm not the fucking police. So my third shift, she's a very nice woman. She comes up to me and she was like, "Okay, I need you to be honest with me. And this is a weird question, but just bear with me." I was like, "Okay, like what's up?" She's like, "Are you an undercover boss?" I had to be like, "No, dude, I'm not that cool. I wish I was that." And she's like, "You're just like really nice, and like it's kind of weird for you to be here." And I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm annoyingly polite, especially when I'm new somewhere. That's just like my automatic. And no, dude, I didn't tell her like the actual reason why I was there is because I'm paying off some debt. I've been telling everyone it's because I'm going to Korea and Japan next year. And so I was trying to save up some money. And so, which could be true. We'll see. Who knows what
we'll find out.
We'll find out.
For real.
Yeah. So then I kind of got off my back a little bit. She's like, "Oh, okay. She's just saving up for her trip, guys." But like so I was talking to another coworker who wasn't there that day, but today he was just like, "Oh yeah, no, we all thought you were an undercover boss." Like it was just too weird. Like it got around to the entire work, like all of my coworkers. I was like, "Oh my God." No, guys, I'm just poor.
People are weird.
I
People
thought it
are
was
weird.
So I started to loosen up a little bit and kind of stopped being so polite. So maybe they don't think I'm an undercover boss. But
And like, yep, I'm gonna turn you in. You better get on your A game.
yeah, better be fucking nice to me. Better get all these orders right. I don't want to see a drop spilled anywhere. All the safety codes. No, I don't give a shit. No. It also doesn't help that I picked up on a lot of the stuff really quick. It's because I'm smart. So it's not that hard.
No,
Once you get
it's
the
not
hang
that
of it.
hard.
So anyway, I can't wait until I actually really like the people I work with, not necessarily like the job itself, but I really like the people. So they're going to make it worth it being there for like 3 months.
There you go.
They're just going to up and quit. So, but yeah, I just had to share that story. I remember I told my parents that story and they just like lost their goddamn minds. They're like, oh my God, whatever. I'm like, well,
This is my life.
listen,
So
sorry. Hopefully everyone else manages their money better. So that way they don't have to make over 50 grand a year, but then like still have to get a fast food job.
we all make choices.
Well, you need to offer financial advisory classes because of how well you manage your money. You also just don't spend money unless you have to.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah.
Well, I have the money to spend the money.
Yeah, they're right. Yeah. That's very true. That's very true.
I'll just goes to my bills.
You're right. Goddamn.
We're getting there though. We're getting there. I get paid a lot more with this job, so I have a little bit more, but I'm still trying to just pay things off. So
hell yeah. I love that. You get to pay for a nice big house next after Mr. Yuki's surgery.
After the surgery for this little guy, right? Cool.
Yeah. A nice little surgery. We're going to get you all better and we're going to put you in a really nice house. How does that sound? That sounds good to me.
Yes.
It sounds good to me.
Yes.
What also sounds good to me?
No.
But
No.
Oh, you're saying no.
No.
I was going to say what also sounds good is recommendations if we can get to that point.
Oh,
if
yeah.
Yuki stops licking.
Trying to lick my face. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I know mine offhand.
I know mine too. Do you want me to go?
Sure, you can go first.
I think it's my turn anyway.
Okay.
So if we were still recording in March, I had this idea for this year. So like any like special recognized month. So like March was Women's History Month.
Mm-hmm.
And then like September 15th through October 15th is like Hispanic Heritage Month. So I would like kind of do things within that theme.
Mm-hmm.
But of course we didn't make it through March. So I'm going to do 2 recommendations, a quick one and then a longer one. The quick one is Charlie XCX's new album, Crash.
Mm-hmm.
Must listen, especially you. It's pop gold. It's great. Now, the real recommendation is an animal on YouTube. It is Leon the Lobster.
What the fuck do you watch in your spare time?
Okay.
Miss, I don't have time, but I'll watch a lobster.
I watch a lobster. No, I really do make time to watch this lobster. Okay, so a few months ago, Leon the Lobster came up in my algorithm on YouTube. The title was, I saved this lobster from the grocery store. So this man named Brady Brandwood, he was like, you know what? I love animals and I've already got aquariums. So I'm going to buy a lobster from the grocery store and keep it as a pet and document it. Hi, Yuki. And it has been the most fascinating thing I've ever seen. I have learned so much about lobsters and they have so much personality and they're actually really fucking cool. And I don't think I could ever eat a lobster again. If I go to Maine, I will get one buttered lobster roll and that is it. But this last week, Leon molted and his owner caught it all and it was really fucking cool. So anyway, if you like any sort of biology, animal shit, I would highly implore you to check out Leon the Lobster. It's pretty straight fucking forward. What I said, just type it into YouTube. You'll get there. So, all right, Kat, what is your recommendation?
Of course, I'm going to do a song.
Whee!
A song that I really like, and I don't know why I'm like just now listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Billie Eilish's Happier Than Ever.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I love that song. I don't know why I'm just right now listening to it, but I really like that song because it's a nice slow intro, and then for the last half, it's just a banger.
Just bang, 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 baby.
It's a good song. It's a good song. It fakes you out.
I've listened to the song maybe twice in my entire life. And so I kind of know what you're talking about, but I do need to listen to it again. So thank you for recommending it.
It is a good song, and I don't know why I'm just now listening to it. I think it popped up on my TikTok so many times. I'm like, okay, finally, I'm just gonna like listen to the whole song, and I'm like,
wait,
I like it.
This fucking slaps. Wait a minute. That's awesome.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Let me put my back into it. All right. Well, if you want updates for the next time we release an episode with both of our schedules absolutely fucking madness, just go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Kat&Dre. We will probably not be doing a lot of TikToks here in the upcoming days, but you can still follow us on TikTok at Kat&Dre. And also make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. So any last words, Mr. Yuki, before we go? He says, I'll feel better and I will lick my mom's face.
No. No. Okay. That was a big yawn. No, stop it.
Well, big yawns means it's probably time to go. So, all right, guys.
Bedtime.
Yep. Bedtime. We'll see you guys next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
We should have bye. Don't give me that look. We said bye. No, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're like exorcist turning your head. Don't.
Oh my God. No. We don't need a possessed puppy on top of that. No more.
You're my Latina puppy. You can't be possessed. The power of Jesus Christ is with you.
Jesus Cristo. Ay, Dios mío.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, get your ass in the cage, baby. You need to go to sleep. Nobody else.